Hey everyone, I'm Trish Moratto, Senior Communications Manager at SMA America, and today I'm joined by Shyam Lohidakshan, our Head of Service Sales and Repowering. Hey, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Trish. Repowering is one of those things most of system owners don't think about until they have to. Really excited to dive into this.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it is a very popular topic right now. We hear a lot about repowering, but I'm hoping we can start today with the basics. So let's cover what exactly is repowering when it comes to large-scale solar projects.
That's a great question. The term repowering can mean different things depending on who you ask, right? So whether you are an owner, developer, or a OEM. For SMA, repowering is all about swapping an older inverter for a newer one to boost performance and reliability. This usually applies for projects that's been running for 15 years, 10 years, or even less than 5 years. Sometimes the original inverter might fail, or the manufacturer might not be around anymore to support. Repowering can also be driven by new compliance requirements like IEEE 2800 or evolution of new business opportunities like storage, grid farming, etc. And here's the fun thing, SMA inverters don't typically need repowering because they are built for longevity. Majority of the repowering cases that we see involve repowering competitor inverters.
I see. Okay, well, that's good to understand. And it also speaks well for the long life of our inverters. So what I'm hearing is it's really about keeping up with the projects so that they're running at full capacity, right?
Well, repowering isn't just about restoring the system to its original capacity and preventing energy loss. It's also about future-proofing your system, right? So when you repower, you also get to enjoy all the standard features of a new inverter. Plus, you get default 5-year warranty, which can also be extended up to 25 years with SMA.
Well, that makes sense. I want to think about it from the customer's perspective. If I'm thinking about what my priorities are, if they're looking at repowering, what is a typical concern for a customer?
Okay. So customers really want a minimal disruption, right? That's their top priority. They really don't want to mess with anything on the AC side or the DC side. And they definitely don't want to swap out the medium voltage transformers, right? So what they're looking for is a quick, cost-effective solution that gets their system back to the full output without any hassle.
So knowing that, is repowering always an option for every customer?
Well, from what I've seen in the market, SMA has a straightforward plug-and-play solution for almost all the 600, 1000, and 1500 volt inverters out there, no matter who the OEM is. The only exceptions are some bipolar inverters and those inverters with internal boosters. There are solutions for those too, but they do require a little bit more commitment from the customer.
And that's actually a big deal because if you think about a typical inverter, it's usually roughly 7 to 8% of a project cost. So even though it's a small overall component, it can make a huge impact.
That is correct. That is the goal, right? Repowering is critical because systems are constrained to their original permitted capacity. So maximizing every bit of energy production is the key.
So we're talking about a more reliable system, a more efficient system, and in the long run, a more profitable system.
That's correct.
So that's all pretty straightforward, but here's the challenge. You've told me that customers typically only reach out after their systems fail. Why is that a problem?
Well, you really need to have a repowering plan in place. Every other power generation industry does it, right? If you are waiting for the inverter to fail, you're looking at downtime, lost energy, lost revenues, while you scramble to get a new one delivered and commissioned.
So what is SMA offering to help our customers get ahead of this?
So we propose different repowering models. One would be a buffer stock. We work closely with the customer to figure out the best repowering approach for their inverters. The idea is very simple. They keep an extra few inverters in hand ready to go if one fails. As soon as once used, they reorder and top up the buffer. It's a smooth, ongoing cycle that keeps things running without any interruptions. And the second one would be universal spare. Some customers go with a universal spare. It's just one inverter that's compatible with multiple sites or multiple assets. If something breaks down, they swap it right away, cutting down the production losses while the original unit gets repaired or replaced. Both of these models saves tremendous amount of time and hassle. And the third one would be a staged repowering approach. For customers with larger fleets, we offer staged repowering, right? So basically, we spread the repowering process over time, months or even years. So it's manageable, predictable, and it does not disrupt the operations. So yeah, no need to swap everything at once. That's the idea.
So if I'm the customer and I'm listening to this and I think, you know what, I need to get a repowering plan in place. Walk me through the process. What's the first step?
So once the customer approaches us with a repowering problem, we usually send out a short repowering questionnaire with the plan's details, and we also request a few documents along with that repowering questionnaire. Once we receive it, our engineers looks at the design. We don't really care about what inverter was there. We usually look at the AC side and DC side and try to match that particular architecture so that we don't have to change the AC or DC side. And once we have the solution, we communicate that with the customer and propose the best solution that we can.
So SMA is definitely a leader in repowering already. I'm curious, looking forward, what is it that we are doing next in this space?
Great question. So from a product side, we've been steadily adding repowering features to our inverters, right? So the idea is that we can support pretty much all the major OEMs out there when it comes to repowering. One of the biggest things that we rolled out recently is our Very Central inverter. It's built on our Sunny Central Up platform and can handle voltages from 300 volt AC to 690 volt AC. That makes it a great fit for both 1000 volt and 1500 volt DC repowerings, right? And we also have our string inverter SHPP3 Flex, which is super versatile too, right? It supports from 200 volt to 660 volt AC. So it's ideally really well suited for 600, 1000 and 1500 volt DC repowering. Having this kind of flexibility, both on the central and the string inverter, means we can pick the right setup for the customers, and we do not have to force one size fits all kind of solution.
Yeah, it sounds very flexible. So if I think back on our conversation today, what I'm hearing is the message is don't wait until your system is failing. Get ahead of it, understand your options, and if you do that, you can keep your site running at full capacity.
That's correct. If you are in solar industry, repowering is not an option, it's a necessity.
All right, well, thanks for breaking it all down for us today.
Thank you so much, Trish. Looking forward to helping more customers with their repowering needs.
And if you have any more questions about repowering, you can look at the email right here on the screen and reach out to have your questions answered. Thanks so much.